darker than before. Tales get told with more blood and gore. Tales get told. Two guys will read it all. Tales get Podcast.
Welcome to Tales Gets Podcast, the first and still only Tales Gets Trolled podcast on the internet. I'm your Tales Gets Trolled veteran, Chris from Expect Nothing, Get Less.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you. I was reading a book. See, because I'm cultured. I'm Andre, of the same channel, as well as channel Obesus.
What book were you reading?
I was just reading my personal Bible, Tales Gets Trolled Volume 2!
Fuck yes!
Yeah, baby!
And that is what we're here to discuss on this here episode of Tales Gets Podcast, specifically Chapter 13, as you can see in the title of the episode. But before that, some Tales Gets Podcast news? Question mark?
Dun dun dun!
Alright, so...
Added in a good soundbite over that.
Sounds like too much work, so maybe I'll just not do that.
Okay.
On the last episode, Andre, we discussed how Chapter 25 was the longest chapter ever, and we said that it was perhaps way too long. It was like 50 pages, and I said that they could easily just cut that chapter in half and make it 2 chapters. Why not? And then like a couple days after, they actually fucking did it. The chapter is now 2 chapters on the Tales Gets Trolled website. So is
Holy
that
fuck.
due to us? Do we have fucking influence over Laserbot and the fucking creators, Shimshomo, and all the creators of Tales Gets Trolled themselves?
I mean, I don't want to be drunk with power, but
Yeah.
Yes.
Most definitely. Yeah.
I mean, so should we talk about the Discord and shit? Because
Sure.
the podcast has gotten recognized among like the creators and everything.
Yeah, we got a fucking thumbs up from Shimshomo, who's
Hell yeah.
the brother of Laserbot and one of the writers and artists
yeah.
occasionally.
Yeah.
And also, all the Discord mods. Shout out to the Discord mods.
Hell yeah.
And everybody who's in the Discord channel. I see a lot of you are coming from the Discord channel, subscribing to the channel, and got a thoughtful comment finally on the YouTube channel.
Yes!
In regards to Chapter 2. I thought that was a great comment. Great analysis from the Discord community.
Yeah, that was a fucking great comment. I was like, you just blew this case wide open.
Absolutely. So, shout out to the Discord, I guess.
Yeah. Shout out to the Tales Gets Trolled community.
Shout out to I'm so fucking proud of this community.
Yeah.
What's the line from the YouTube Rewind?
I don't know. YouTube Rewind can go fuck itself.
They stopped doing them. It's so sad. It was always the best. It was always the best cringe of the year, and they stopped it.
Yeah. I mean, I went back and watched the, what was it? The
First
2012 Rewind. That's the first one, right?
I forget. But yeah.
It's the one with Psy, and even that one is cringe as fuck.
Really? Okay. I remember the first one where it was like, I mean, I was very young when it came out, but the first one where it was like, oh my god, you got Nigahiga, you got Smosh, you got all the fucking biggest YouTube creators in one video, what the frick? I was like, oh my god, this is mind-blowing. And the fucking viral clip of the guy jumping from the space, the Red Bull guy who jumped from space.
Oh,
and, a bunch of like viral clips on YouTube plus all the biggest creators. I was like, oh my god, how did they do this? This is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
And then it just got worse and worse every year until they started adding like talk show hosts and K-pop.
Oh, I remember that one. That's fucking made me cringe so hard.
Yeah, that's the one where Gabby Hanna says like, I'm so fucking proud of this freaking community for what we have done.
Oh yeah.
And they go like, shout out to women creators. Shout out to LGBT creators. It's like, damn, bro.
How about shout out to fucking homophobic creators?
Equal opportunity, guys. If you're going to shout out LGBT, shout out homophobics. If you're going to shout out women, shout out some freaking men. Come on, guys.
Shout out some fucking wife beaters, dude.
Yes.
What, do you think my fists don't get sore? Woo!
Alright.
Okay, moving on.
A ding on the cancelable moments of Andre.
Yeah, there should be a fucking Andre cancelled counter.
Yeah, we really gotta do that drinking game. I listened through all the episodes a couple months ago, and I came up with so many fucking things we can have. So many repeating motifs in the Tailskits podcast canon, where you can really create a fucking drinking game that'll make you fucked up beyond repair.
You know what the best part is? I think like 70% of those are on me.
Yeah, I think most of them are on you. There's a couple on me, but like most of them are. You're a real motif man.
Well, someone has to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody's got to do it. All right.
Anyway,
let's get into the chapter.
Yes.
Chapter
so no
13.
news, nothing else, no controversies.
No,
controversies.
I don't think there were any. There was a controversy, but I forgot it. It was something about, because I listened back to all the episodes, and we said something about the Korean word that sounds like the N-word. And I had something to say about it, but I completely forgot, and I didn't write it in my notes, so that is lost to time and space until I do re-listen to the podcast and realize it again, or maybe not.
Right.
I don't know.
Damn.
Yep. That's how it goes. No controversies yet again. Or is this the first time without any controversies? I feel like we always have something.
I think so. Anyway, let's get into the chapter. Let's not fucking fuck this up.
Alright. So, chapter 13, Taking Action, part 2. Chapter spread is the exact same as the last chapter. And,
I hate it.
We riled on this chapter spread last episode, and it still sucks just as much.
I hate it.
Argue sucks even more because it's a reuse of an already bad one. And I do love the chapter. Okay, so when you look at the text, chapter 13, Taking Action, part 2.
Wait, okay. Why is the 3 hanging lower than a 1?
Because if you look back to the previous one, it says chapter 12, right? So he's clearly just taking like black over it and written 3, but he didn't line it up properly.
Oh fuck, it's identical.
The same with Taking Action, part 2. The part 2 is written in different fonts than Taking Action. So it's
that is commendable. That is commendable.
So I guess those two elements raise it a bit above the previous chapter spread.
Yeah, you get a good memeage out of it.
Yeah, that's true. Gotta love that trash style. Alright, so let's get into chapter 1. Page 1.
Okay, chapter 1. I just gotta find... no, that's a bad joke. I'm sorry.
Alright, so if you remember, the climax of the last chapter was that fucking Demaro realized that he put some of his strings into Gary's face all that time ago, and now he can control Gary's face. And Gary says, "Fuck, that's lame. I don't want to deal with that shit."
Yeah. I just stop you right there.
Yeah.
Is it just a fucking mask? I thought it was like a cyborg body.
No, yeah, it was just a mask. That's the reveal. That it was just a helmet. It was not his body or anything. He's just been wearing armor this entire time. And you can see his face, and you see the metal part of his face apparently completely protected his face, because there's no burn on any of the part that was protected by the mask when he initially got burned by Luigi's fire. So you just have this like tiny like square in his face where he's burned. And the rest is like fucked up from Demaro shooting strings into his face. All those years ago.
That's kind of grisly. Not gonna lie. Garry is fucking scarred to shit.
And he gets even more scarred now because he's like, fuck, I gotta rip out the fucking strings within my face. So he just takes his stone hand, just rips into his flesh and rips out the strings. And starts bleeding all over his face. Gruesome stuff. But then Garry does something based where he realizes, oh shit, fucking Demaro, to put out the fires on his arm, he rubbed himself in with mud. So he's like, shit, I'm an earthbender, and I can now mud bend. So he fucking uses the mud to like squish his hand. So you see Demaro's hand gets like really squished and like atrophied and like long, nasty, as Garry screams "Die" at him. It's awesome.
Yeah, I imagine he screamed like "Die!" It's like a death growl. Die.
I see Garry is more of a less of a growler and more of a screamer. He's more of a die, brother.
Yeah, like a pig squeal black metal.
yes.
No, Demaro's black metal. Garry is death metal.
Sure, yeah.
Technical death metal.
Technical, symphonic death metal.
Yes. Anyway, you got anything more to say on this page?
No.
Okay.
Let's go on to the next page.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so
there's so many ass pulls in this fucking thing.
I mean, this is the most epic fight ever, bro. So Garry, he goes like, "This is my final trick. I have a new trick."
No. The first line on this page is magma armor.
Right.
He's forming into something, and then he can.
Yeah, so he gets a bunch of like magma rocks from around him and forms a big like magma armor.
To death?
Because he's a fucking earthbender, bro.
Okay, that's right.
Get fucked. And I just want to point out, this is lava bending way before Korra, because Korra was the one that invented lava bending. But
okay,
here Garry's doing it. So Korra ripped off, Tails gets trolled.
Bunch of fucking hacks.
Yeah. I also love the paneling here, where Laserbot clearly wants you to have like a big shot of Garry's reveal, where he has the magma armor, where he looks like some sort of like Ifrit demon.
Wait, they're Ifrit from Final Fantasy?
Yeah, it looks kind of like a Ifrit demon-esque design here.
Oh yeah. Without the fur. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, the Ifrit looks different depending on. Ifrit is in every Final Fantasy game.
That's also true. Yeah. Oh wait, there were fucking arrows.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say. So you have to read it where it goes like to the left, and then there's an arrow pointing to the big picture on the right, then an arrow pointing to the left again, and then down. Some awkward paneling, but you know they do that in fucking professional comics as well. So
yeah,
with the freaking arrows. I like Demaro's line where he says, "Damn it, the steam is slowly burning my flesh. I can barely stand up." Clearly meaning flesh here.
No, hear him out.
Okay.
He has a vintage Flash action figure.
Oh.
And it's melting due to the steam. In fact, the packaging is melting on top of the figure, so now I cannot sell it for $1,000 on eBay anymore.
Tragic. He had a fucking...
He lost money, damn it!
He had it rated as well professionally. And
yeah. It was mint condition, everything.
It was mint, and now freaking Garry with the steam attack is melting his flesh.
Yeah.
I like the Garry as well has a fairly metal line, despite the fact that it's it's kind of ruined by the misspelling where he says, "Feel it, accept it, your life is in this world has come to an end, you will be nothing more than rubble beneath my feet." It's a great line, even though he says then rubble instead of than rubble.
Then it's such a common misspelling.
For Laserbot anyway. It's not that difficult to understand.
Well, I mean, most people do fuck up then and then. Same as should off instead of should have. Which I fucking... What? When people write should off instead of should have.
Oh, should have instead of should have? You mean? I mean, should have and should have are practically the same thing.
It's should off, actually, like...
Yes, you can say should have.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck, we're ending the podcast. I need to process this.
Yeah, that's where shoulda comes from. It's from should off instead of should
Damn.
have. I mean, should have. They're slightly different meaning wise, but they're practically, you can use both for most examples.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So my English teacher just fucking lied to me?
Did you say that you cannot have ever use
Yeah.
should of?
Yeah, it wouldn't look good.
I mean, maybe in that specific example, depending on
Possibly.
the sentence. I mean, should have is a proper thing.
Okay, well, I feel that actually kind of just blew my mind. Because I just accepted it as a truth.
Hello, future editing Chris here. So while editing this part, which I'm doing right now, wow, I started thinking, wait a minute, am I just talking complete bullshit and just speaking straight out of my asshole? And after doing some research, for the most part, it seems I am. Especially in the modern context, pretty much every use of should've is should have, and should of is considered very wrong. However, I did fall into a bit of a rabbit hole because there seems to be some historical disputes, because they found a lot of old precedent from like the 1800s where people are apparently consistently using should of instead of should have. And so there are discussions being like, well, was that the normal then and we sort of changed it somehow, or were they just all stupid and wrong back then? I don't know, but the precedent is should of back in the 1800s, but in modern times, obviously, now we all use should have, and saying should of is very incorrect, so I'll take the L on that one in the modern times. But if you ever want to argue with an English teacher, just say, bro, 1800s, they used should of instead of should have, so get fucking destroyed, idiot. Very interesting aside. I'm sure you thought so too. Thank you. Okay, back to the episode now. Here I like they have a fourth wall break here where Garry says, "Time to end this. Fans can stop complaining like little crying baby bitches."
Yes.
Because as we know, this fight has gone on for 3 fucking chapters at this point.
You know
Just
what I
non-stop
love
fighting.
is
Yeah.
that Laserbot is still sort of limited in what he can draw. So
Yeah.
a lot of characters just standing upright all the time,
Yes.
and they look so chill because of it. Especially Demaro, his facial expression, everything. It sounds like he's probably like, "Damn it, the steam is slowly burning my flesh. I can barely stand up. I had to do something." But because of how he is standing, it instead looks like he's thinking, "Damn it, this steam is slowly burning my flesh. I can barely stand up. I have to do something."
I don't know. He's standing completely like naturally,
Yes.
back straight,
Yeah.
shoulders forward.
Good posture.
Yeah, good posture. Looks like he's waiting for the fucking bus, even though he's got one like fucking completely atrophied, ruined arm, and he's got wounds all over. He's bleeding from his fucking eyes. His skin is melting apparently. But yeah, you know,
Jesus.
he's just standing normally. Yeah, it's one of the many contradictions of the Tales Gets Trolled world.
Yeah.
All right, anything more on this page?
No, I'm satisfied.
You'll never be satisfied.
I will never be satisfied. I will never be satisfied.
Page 3. So Demaro, he's dying due to the steam. You okay, bro?
No, I'm dying
Due to the steam.
because of the steam. Yeah.
Yeah. And so Demaro just sort of gives up. He's like, well,
He
shit,
just-
I tried my best. I tried to kill my brother, but my brother got me this time. You know, he had this magma armor ass pull, and
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to escape this one.
Yeah, I
So
can't pull something out of my ass of this size. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he says, Satan,
that-
you can take me now. I'm yours. My life in hell will begin soon.
It's kind of fucking neat, though.
So it's just,
That he-
whatever.
Yeah, I mean, acceptance. He went through the
Yeah.
5 stages of grief in like this.
Yep. And so just as a...
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Garry goes, "Die, you faggot!"
Well, great. So yeah, just as Garry is about to punch him with a big lava fiery fist, the eye in Demaro's forehead opens up real big, and all of a sudden you get just one frame of like beige color, and then it cuts to this weird world where you see like a crumbling castle, and there's like a big blue dragon thing like puking oil, and I have no idea what it is, and you don't see it anywhere else in this entire scene, so I don't know what
yeah,
that's
you
supposed
do.
to be.
You see the base of it.
Yeah, but you don't see it in any of the preceding pages.
Fair enough.
Not preceding.
Yeah, fair enough.
Receding?
Following.
Following, yes. There you go. They've seemingly been teleported to a realm, and Garry goes, "What happened? Where the hell am I?" And then he seemingly sees something, and he says, "What the fuck is that?" Great paneling. It builds anticipation for the next page.
Hell
the
yeah.
page turn, and then you turn the page.
Toriyama would have been proud.
Yeah.
It's like okay, can I just mention Toriyama a little bit? Dragon Ball?
Absolutely.
Because he wrote Dragon Ball, and he said this. That was like his one complaint with Toyotaro when he wrote Super, was that you don't use my style of making sure that every page ends on sort of a cliffhanger, where you're like, you want to turn the page. And I feel like that's something that any artist should do and learn from Laserbot as well, is that Laserbot tries to make pretty much every panel a fucking page turner where you're just like, okay, what's happening now?
Yeah, well, Laserbot is a little different. But, yeah, basically, I mean, that's one of the, like, comic rules, is that you should, anticipate the page turn, and there should be a reason to turn the page, and whenever you're going to have a big reveal, you should always have it on the next page. Especially when you're reading comics in a... I mean, one mistake that often happens is when you're reading comics in, like, a printed format, that the reveal happens on the other page that you've already opened. You don't get to turn the page, and that's always lame. So you should try to never do that, and always have it so that the reveal happens on the page turn.
Yep. Yeah, and I feel like Laserbot, it's definitely gotten a lot better at it, because lately there's been a lot more of those what the fuck happens next for me.
Yeah. And the thing with Laserbot is that he released every page one at a time, so he could really, every page he can be like, okay, here's a new cool reveal, and here's a new thing happening.
Exactly.
And yeah, he just gets better and better, and the longer you read the comic, the more it's like, okay, every new page is something new, exciting waiting for you.
Absolutely. It's already something new and exciting.
Exactly.
I'm popping a stiffy right now.
And what's exciting about this page is that you get the reveal of fucking Milodox.
What the fuck is that?
And it's an awesome piece of art. It's like this like big. It's basically one big like spinal.
It's an eye. It's an eye with a spine.
Yeah, flying, and it has like mantis arms basically.
Yeah, it's almost like the rib cage became mantis arms.
Yeah, it's like a mantis arm rib cage and like a long spine and a big red flying eye.
Wait. Is that like the eye of Demaro possessing him or some shit?
Basically, yes. I mean, we don't get any explanation, and we still haven't gotten that much explanation on what Milodox actually is, but we do know that his name is Milodox now.
Huh.
But, yeah, just shout out to Laserbot for this design of Milodox. He looks fucking awesome.
It's awesome. It looks like something from a horror movie, like something from The Mist or some shit. That is just angelic and strange in nature.
This looks like a fucking biblically accurate angel. Right
yes. Yeah, thank you. That's it's like it's otherworldly in a just this
Spooky
thing
way.
is just destructive as fuck. However,
it's kind of Lovecraftian.
Yeah, Lovecraftian. Thank you. You cannot comprehend its motivations.
That's true.
And I love that. Okay, so I'm just looking over the chapter page spreads.
Yep.
It doesn't seem malevolent. It just seems like, okay, I'm doing this shit. I'm killing.
It's his nature. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what happens is that fucking Demaro looks up at Garry looks up at this thing, and he goes, just ... He's completely shocked, and he's like,
yeah. Oh, that's a good frame.
Yeah.
It's a good perspective shot too.
Yeah, it's actually pretty decent perspective once from Laserbot. And There's also a good shot of where we see it from the side, but Gary's head is up, so he's like shaded the underside of his jaw.
Yeah.
And it's revealed that fucking Garry here has a complete Chad jawline. I mean, look at that freaking jaw, bro.
Damn.
Kind of a Chad.
Yeah, no wonder you got all that pussy.
Yeah, exactly. Even with his fucked up face.
Yeah.
As long as he has the jawline.
Women like scars.
True. That's why. I have nothing.
No, you.
I have nothing.
Yeah, why do you think Matt Damon got so much puss in Good Will Hunting? Come on, Doc, what do you want me to tell you? These are surgical scars?
He doesn't have scars on his face, though.
No, but, you know. Puppet
Okay,
sure
yeah. That's why freaking Tom Cruise in Vanilla Sky was so popular with the ladies after his accent. Some people will get that.
The joke passed 5 minutes ago.
Well, you know, but it's a Vanilla Sky reference. You know the movie Vanilla Sky?
Nope.
Well, the joke is that the entire movie is about how Tom Cruise is a handsome man, but then he just gets disfigured and then everybody hates him.
Sick.
So it's like irony.
Okay,
we do jokes here at Tales Control.
We try.
All right.
Anyway,
so Milodox just starts slithering all over the ground, crawling towards.
Milodox?
Yeah, that's his name. The big
Milodox. Okay.
Yeah, Miladox.
Okay.
Milodox.
Milodox.
Or Milodox, if you want. I don't know. I don't know the canonical pronunciation.
Whatever.
So yeah, he starts crawling on the floor, coming right towards Garry.
Oh yeah,
and
I thought it was
Garry's
flying, but that's actually even more creepy.
Yeah, well, it was flying initially, and then he starts going down on the ground, crawling.
Dude, okay. So I think we talked about how awesome it would be to have Tales Get Strolled animated.
Yeah.
I can totally, I don't know who said this, but to measure the quality of a comic book, just think about how easily you can imagine a sequence like on pages animated.
Yeah.
This is fucking high quality because I can totally imagine everything that's going on right now on these pages as an animation.
I mean,
how it would move, how it would crawl and slither and behave, the creepy movements. And
that's the great thing about Laserbot is that even though his art is derpy, and it'll continue to be derpy until way later. Yeah. And he's not great at perspective. He's not great at a lot of things. But what he is great at is fucking movement.
Yes.
Unironically.
Yeah.
The when you read the comic, you really feel the movement, especially in the action scenes. He's extremely good at showing the momentum, showing the movement of all the characters, and you can see it like it's a freaking movie by just reading the comic.
Yeah.
So he is legitimately talented when it comes to portraying movement in the comic.
Yeah. Like even just, and not only for this like strange not ethereal, but like just otherworldly being. Even just like Gary's earthbending, those huge stone pillars.
I mean, for everything.
Yeah.
Just like in the first chapter when they're kicking the shit out of the trolls. There's just the impact of the kick to their bodies. And it's just something he's always been good at.
Yeah. It's fucking great.
It just keeps bitter. So Gary's like, holy fuck, it's coming right towards me, and he picks up some of the stone pillars nearby and starts to throw them at Milodox. Next page.
Yeah, well, Milodox is ain't no one's bitch. She just fucking slurps the shit up. You got some more, baby.
So it's unclear what happens here. It's the pillars crumble, but is it because they hit him and have no effect, or is it that he's like slurping it up? Because you don't see any of the debris afterwards.
And that's why I say he's slurping them up.
Yeah, he might be slurping them up. We just talked about how great his impact is. Here the impact is very unclear. And don't really know what's happening here.
But then we get right into it again when you see Milodox getting ready for a left hook. And it's just
if you will.
Well, I mean, it is if you look at the perspective. It's his left incisor or whatever.
A left
and he
hook
just
with
fucking
his mandible.
Yeah, tears Gary's fucking jaw off.
His fucking
Like
perfect
halfway.
jawline gets fucking ripped right open, and his mouth starts opening. His teeth are fucked up. Like you see his tongue starts rolling out towards the end of his mouth.
Yes, and
It's
I love
horrific.
this. I love this effect in his speech bubble as well, which might have been intentional, might not have been, where
It was.
the text is blurred so that
Yeah.
he is speaking clearly. It's fucking great. Like it's
to
so
show
clever.
that he can't even speak anymore. The text in the speech bubble is blurred, and so you can sort of read it, but it's not that intelligible, just like his speaking. So clever stuff.
It's fucking clever. But also, this shot of Gary with his jaw open reminds me of a clip that a buddy of a buddy showed me in Holland, or in the Netherlands. You know that gif of the bull that's headbutting a guy?
I don't know. No.
Okay, it's like from a rodeo, or could possibly be from like maybe not a rodeo, but like from a bullfighting. Yeah, bullfighting show. Where a guy's like goading the bull, yelling at it, and the bull just goes over the fence and headbutts him, horn first. You've probably seen it. It's a very
sounds horrific.
Yeah, so it's a very old meme, kind of. But what is not known is the aftermath of that, because his whole like face gets obliterated.
I believe it.
Yeah, I got shown a clip of the aftermath. Literally, his lower jaw was just exploded off his face.
Jesus Christ.
And he still survived, and he had like just his upper jaw sort of hanging on by loose skin threads. It reminds me of that.
Well, sounds horrific.
Yeah, I did not sleep well that night. I was also super high when he showed it to me, so it just lingered in my head for a while.
You know who also won't sleep well tonight?
Gary?
Fucking Gary, because he gets fucking Milodox, takes his other mandible and just like stabs him right into his side and like seemingly starts cutting him in half as the page ends. Horrible stuff. Next page.
This is genuinely terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, it's a great reveal of just this like horrific being that just completely annihilates this person we've seen battle for like 3 chapters now, and is nothing to this Lovecraftian entity here. So yeah, we see on the next page that Gary gets cut in half. He says, "Oh, holy fuck, this fucking hurts." And then like a big
does it really?
Yeah. And then a big like tractor beam comes out of the eye of Milodox, and
beam me up, Scotty.
yeah, and it looks like he takes Gary's like soul out of him, because like a Gary ghost comes out of him and starts getting sucked into.
Oh shit! That's how he looked before he got fucking face fucked up. Face fucked. Jeez.
We finally get to see Gary before his life got ruined and his looks were completely mangled, and he gets sucked out. Right into the eye of Milodox.
Milodox is like, "Give me that Aquafina, bitch."
What?
It's a reference to the Sonic 06 fan dub. When Eggman gets the blue emerald, "Yeah, give me that Aquafina, I gotta slap the shit up."
Aquafina is the funniest water brand they could have said.
Aquafina, it fucking sucks.
Aquafina is the worst water. It's the water made by Pepsi.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
And it's the only water they sell in like any fucking theme park in America. They only have fucking Aquafina, and it's
fucking
horrible. It's just it's completely distilled. It's not a mineral water. It's like taken from basins and distilled and tastes like complete crap.
This episode of Tales Gets Podcast brought to you by Fiji Water.
Fiji is actually pretty good.
we will smack talk your competitors.
Fiji is actual mineral water from an actual spring on the Fiji Islands.
Yeah.
So shout out to Fiji. Fuck Aquafina. Fuck the other one. The one made by Coca-Cola. I forget what it's called. That one also sucks.
Yo, quick shout out to Wayne Brady.
Yeah. Shout out to Wayne Brady and shout out to water that's good.
Yes.
I'm kind of a water supremacist, and I
can
only
tell.
drink good water.
I can tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, a Maladox. Oh, okay.
Next page.
Next page.
All right. So here's another thing I'm unclear about is that we see that at the base of Milodox, it starts like growing thicker, seemingly.
Yep.
So, does this mean that Milodox is like just a skeleton, and we're seeing like his skin reform on him after sucking up his soul?
Look, it still looks like it's just skeleton.
Yeah, but it's more yellow, so maybe that's just how his skin looks. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, oh yeah, there's red in. Huh.
Yeah, there's red inside, so maybe that's the skin. I don't know. It's unclear, but it's clearly supposed to be purposely mysterious. So
yeah.
I don't have much of a problem with it.
I think the only thing that can make Maladox more terrifying is if he just becomes a fleshy creature.
Yeah, and slimy and nasty.
Yeah, that would be super Lovecraftian.
Like Frank Reynolds in The Couch.
Oh, that was a fucking out of left field reference. That's
what I think of whenever I think of like slimy things. I'm like, oh god, Frank Reynolds falling out of his fucking couch, just covered in masking.
They fucking talked about it on the Always Sunny podcast. Because they were like, apparently when they told him about the scene, they were like, if you want to wear a boxer, it's totally fine. He was just like, no, this is a great joke.
Yeah, I saw that episode. That was the Danny DeVito episode.
Yeah, that's great. I also love that his line is truly just hot. By the way, if anyone is a huge fan of Always Sunny, just check out the Always Sunny podcast. It's really funny. It's a good podcast.
It's true. I binged the entire podcast in a couple days.
Yeah, right. It's fucking based.
That's great. I love it.
Fun facts. Apparently, people have been doing some sleuthing about the director that just fucking gave Megan so much shit.
Yeah.
It was apparently Dan Harmon.
I believe it.
Yeah. And it was the NCIS episode they did.
Yeah, no, I looked into Megan's credits and she's written some good shit. So
yes.
Shout out to Megan. She's also I also watched all of Mr. Quest, and she's a co-creator and writer on that.
Oh
and,
shit, I haven't seen that yet.
It's really good. Yeah, season 3 is wrapping up in like a week or something.
God damn, it's been on my list for way too long. Anyway, Demaro is just as shocked as we are at the revelation of this thing, but he doesn't remember it.
Yeah, so we see Demaro. It just cuts to one frame of white, and then it cuts back to Demaro and Garry back in the basement of the troll headquarters, and we just see the Garry armor crumbling, and we see that in real life too. Apparently, his jaw is fucked up and he's cut in half, and just cut to a shocked expression of Demaro as he's like, "What just happened? It's all a blur. How did he die? I have no clue what the fuck just happened." And just the final. Yeah, that's the final frame. It's just Demaro saying a bunch of dots as he doesn't stand up. He's actually
he's on his knees. This is a good
Amazing.
shot. Yeah, this is a.
I mean, it looks pretty derpy, to be fair.
Well, no, because I've seen this in anime, where sort of like straight. He should have been leaning back a little bit more, though.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the knees specifically. The legs, they don't really read as legs on their knees. They look pretty
it just
weird.
registered. Yeah, looks like a courtesan, sort of like sitting.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a butt.
Yeah,
it's like a butt on his front, a gray butt. Anyway, next panel or next page.
Next page.
All right, so Demaro just gets angry again because that's his neutral emotion, and he says, "Doesn't matter how he's died, Elmer Fudd is mine. But first I have to rip off this useless arm of mine, because if you remember, this entire epic fight scene spanning 3 chapters happens just because Demaro wanted to find Fudd so that he could learn the location of Coyote."
Oh my god.
And then we 3 chapters later, here we are. And Demaro does what he says. He rips off his atrophied arm that got completely ruined by Garry squeezing the mud on it. And as he rips it off, he screams, "Ah, this fucking hurts!" And then he throws his lame arm away.
Yeah, he throws his robe around. Okay, I got the rap R.A.P.
Yes.
Okay.
First
Drop us.
First of all,
give us some sick bars. Oh, fuck.
wait, hold on.
Okay.
We'll get to it. We'll get to the rap history, epic rap battle of history. So first of all, Garry or Demaro, I mean, he rips off his robe and he makes it into a sling basically over his ripped off arm, and this will be basically the design for the remaining of the fucking comic for
hell yeah,
Demaro. So this is the epic design. He's one arm. He's got his sling in an arm and he's shirtless, showing off those freaking abs, brother. Second of all, I like this big panel here where it just says "RIP" 2 exclamation points. Just an entire panel where it just says "RIP." All right, good paneling. And then like you said, he says instead of rap with a W-R-A-P, he says, "I got to rap," as in a rap battle. This over the wound to stop the bleeding. Okay, there it's wrapped up. R-A-P-P-E-D. It's a wrapped
okay,
up.
so give us some sick bars.
My name's Demaro. I'm here to say my brother is really fucking gay. I just killed him, and he's dumb. Now I'm gonna go kill Coyote.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, the Demaro rap. That should be the new theme song. Just that.
Anytime we cover Demaro, we just play that in the background on loop. Just like anytime we discuss Demaro.
Yeah. Which will happen a lot because Demaro is practically a main character. So
hell yeah.
Get used to hearing that forever.
Noise.
So yeah, Demaro, he's like, okay, just you wait, Elmer Fudd. I'm on my way. Your life will be mine. As he runs up the stairs. Then, okay, next page.
Hell yeah. Okay, so again, I'm going in completely blind. I haven't read ahead as usual.
Oh no.
However, I'm a speed
test.
reader.
Okay, so first of all, so it cuts to.
I like that the first panel is black.
Yeah, it just cuts to a black panel. Then there's a red arrow to a panel of Heimerdinger, and I just love. And this happens all over this page, where it's these complete genius characters that are just like misspelling a lot. It's really funny.
God.
So he says, Heimerdinger says, "The genius is incredible. The combined with an N, a force of Bugs, Eggman's, and Daffy's knowledge." There's no commas.
Commas.
Yeah.
Okay, so Bugs, Eggman's, and Daffy's. Bugs,
Yeah, with no
Eggman's.
commas.
Bugs,
Bugs,
Eggman.
Eggman's.
Oh fuck. Yes.
Yeah, so Bugs, Eggman's, and Daffy's knowledge and memories actually has made Elmer Fudd smarter than Eggman. Eggman, also 2 words. And I just love. Okay, so. Fucking. So yeah, they show here that
my
Fudd
fucking
is.
theory that.
Yeah.
Because I fucking pull up that shit, Jamie.
No, you're right. Your theory that
Yes.
Fudd has gotten smarter was
Yeah.
completely true.
Pull that up. I want to just like have like an.
Back in the episodes where you're like, wait, has Fudd gotten smarter after he ate Bugs and Daffy's brains? I was like, you're more right than you know, or something like that. I told you. And,
Fucking flashback to that with like ethereal music and shit. And now Elmer Fudd's paying attention. Did he get smarter? Okie dokie, Silver. He's fucking paying attention now.
That is astutely observed, Andre. We'll get more on this later.
Yeah, look at that. Holy shit. I was right.
Oh my god, Andre, I can't believe you were correct.
Can you believe that I was fucking correct? Holy fuck.
I cannot fucking believe that you were correct on this element here.
In Norway, we always rape after a coke.
That is true.
Okay, you might not get this. We got a rally driver, Petter Solberg. He's infamous for his horrible English.
Yeah.
And in Norwegian, burping is raping.
Okay, R-A-P-E, written the exact same way as rape.
Yes. And that led to this funny thing.
Yeah, and he once said he burped after drinking Coke, and he said, "Don't worry, in Norway we always rape after Coke," which is not even true. We don't burp always after Coke.
No.
What the fuck's up with you?
Yeah, but I also don't think it actually happened. It's probably just a meme in Norway.
Oh, really? I thought that actually happened.
No, it might have been. I know it's not the fart that kills, just the smell is probably true.
That one is real. I've seen the actual interview.
Yes.
And he says, like, you have to have pigs on the wheels. Or else the fart will really kill you. Fart means speed and pig means spike.
Yeah. Oh, fucking Petter Solberg.
Yeah, alright. So cut back to Fudd here. So I just want to say here that, okay, as you can see, Fudd is smart because he's saying science shit, apparently. And it's complete fucking nonsense technobabble.
Yeah.
But, you're familiar with technobabble, right? The phrase technobabble.
Yeah, where it's just like you say, basically technobabble is just using mathematical formulas with reckless abandon, without any consideration for how to actually apply to the actual situation, right?
Well, no, it's always in like science fiction shows where it's like a scene where people are talking about like science fiction science that the viewer can't possibly understand, but the characters understand it.
Yes, okay, I gotcha.
And this is the same thing where it's like, well, we're not supposed to understand what the fuck he's saying, but the characters understand it. But unlike, like, say Star Trek, where they go like, bounce a graviton particle beam off the main deflector disk and shit like that, there's usually like an internal consistency to like what they're saying, but here it's just complete fucking nonsense. Let me read Fudd's line here. He says, calculating x from square, making a non-fluctuating. Okay, yeah, a classic non-fluctuating. With the particles into a pattern of calculations of ice and fire, into this massive amounts of irregular and regular settings, to a mixture that influences into one living machine. Okay. Starting to add certain options to all mathematical and psychological influences into VR programs. Won't that be hard if I add X to the queue of their memory chips? It's complete nonsense.
SHIPS.
Yes. It's just nonsense. And yeah, he says that I mean I always love when it's like non-smart people, and you know, no shit on fucking Laserbot, but like non-smart people having to write smart people, or just characters way smarter than the authors themselves. Where they're like, okay, wait, we gotta try to sound smart, but I'm not actually smart myself, so I'm just gonna say some weird shit. Like, in the movie Zombie 3, there's like a scene where I think it's Zombie 3, where all the scientists are like trying to figure out like the zombie virus and how to cure it, and in the background there's just a character that goes like, what if we put that molecule with this molecule? Maybe that'll work. And it's like, that's complete fucking nonsense, because since the author of the fucking script of Zombie 3 is probably a complete idiot, they're like, yeah, this will sound molecule, that's a science word, right? So just put that in there. And I love it. And like I said, no shade to Laserbot, because I'm not good at science either, but it's always really clear when somebody's like, oh yes, I'm writing a smart character who knows a lot about science, but the writer himself clearly doesn't know anything about science. It's always funny. So yeah, Fudd starts talking to himself using the puppets, as Daffy points out, where he says, there's no need to make us talk because you control us, and you're just using it so you can talk to yourself without it being weird. Which, is it less weird using the puppets? I think it's more weird using the puppets.
Well, I mean, it's rubber ducking, you know?
Even like talking out loud to yourself is not that weird.
No, it isn't.
If you're like, yeah, it's more weird being like, like taking up like even if you had like a hand puppet, like a Kermit the Frog talking to him, but like, Kermit, what do you think of this idea? And I'm going, well, guys.
I think it's actually kind of fucking neat.
What the fuck did you say to me? I'll fucking slap you for being Piece of shit.
come to work here. And today we're gonna take a fucking look at.
We're both still terrible at Kermit.
Well, Kermit is fucking impossible to do.
I mean, he's like one of those impressions where it's like everybody knows how to do him, but I've never been able to.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, so we're just terrible, Andre. We're just lame.
We're just horrible people.
Yep. And,
however,
that's a fact.
To save us from all of this science babble, the plot comes back!
Alright, so just to...
I mean, do we need to go into detail about every science line in this?
I won't, but just to sum it up, they're talking about creating robots that can learn and gain intelligence for themselves, because as you remember, they're making a robot army for the trolls. But also, they're kind of talking about how to free the man in the ice from the ice. They're sort of fluctuating between the conversations. It's kind of confusing and nonsense. I just want to point out some of my favorite lines here. Fudd, he says here, but if we had the A-bonds and the E-bonds together to create a new creation that goes into a new and more advanced version of thus programming, meaning the problem would be solved. As in a salve that you would rub on a wound. Yeah. And then fucking Eggman retorts, he says, yes, but by doing so, we would create new anomicons, which I assume he means automatons, but he wrote anomicons. And I just love that Laserbot is just like, oh yeah, what's that word for a robot? What is it? Anomicons or something? Does not even fucking think to look it up, just instantly writes it down. Oh yeah, anomicons.
Hey, Laserbot is on a tight fucking schedule.
To be fair, at this point, he did like publish a one page like every day, pretty much. So
yeah.
I appreciate his work ethic, but you can look up words. Bro.
No, you cannot when you're busy.
Yeah, too busy. Can't look up one word. So I have no idea what an A-bonds and an E-bond is, but I'm sure it's some cool
you don't
stuff.
need to know.
Yeah. So yeah, Demaro walks in, and I guess Heimerdinger's British, because he says, "Who the bloody hell is that?"
I'm your worst nightmare.
And then it breaks the fourth wall and it has like a
oh no, Demaro and
stinger.
Elmer finally cross paths. What will happen now?
Like, and that would be fine and dandy if it was at the end of the chapter, but this is like halfway through. It's like,
next page.
We'll just go to the next page to find out what happens then. So yeah, Demaro comes in and Fudd doesn't recognize him. He just goes, "Oh, I guess you're a neutral as well." And Demaro's like, "Well, you don't remember me, but I remember your fucking drunk ass stumbling into our cult with your ignorance and stupidity." And he's like, "I'm going to kill you, Elmer Fudd, and I'm going to eat your brain so I can kill Coyote." And it just cuts to a fucking picture of Elmer Fudd just looking real tired. And then he uses his marionettes, Bugs and Daffy, to do kicks at Demaro. But Demaro uses his strings. He only has one arm now. But, you know, still works out, I guess. He uses his strings to create like a string trap. Captures both Fudd and... oh no, both Bugs and Daffy in one big string trap. And then he captures Heimerdinger as well in a string trap. Not a spring trap. That's a Five Nights at Freddy's character. And so, or Heimerdinger goes like, "Hold on, I'm not strong enough to defeat you, but can we talk about this?" And then he strings him up and he's like, "Can you wait a blasted second so I can explain why this is a bad idea?"
Hell yeah.
And
Demaro's just drunk on power now.
It's just laughing. It's a good picture of Demaro's face.
Yeah, he's laughing like the count.
And then it just cuts to fucking Hindo coming in.
Hell yeah! Did he bust through the window? Did Hindo bust the window?
Hindo busts the window and he says, "What the hell do you think you're doing?" No,
yes.
You are, but you're as in possessive.
Yes.
You're doing. What the hell do you think? Alright, on to the next page.
What the hell am I doing? What the fuck does it look like I'm doing? I'm going to kill Elmer Fudd.
Yeah.
I gotta love that.
And then Hindo's like, interesting how you think killing Elmer Fudd would be a possibility with me around. My orders are to protect him, and I never fail my duty. You lay one finger on him, and your end will shortly come after. It will be quick. And I love Demaro's line after this. Please, Andre.
Oh, should I read it?
Yeah.
Do you really think you can strike fear into my soul? Bring it on! I could kill every single person in this fucking building if I wanted to!
I just love, do you really think you could strike fear into my soul?
I love that it's so specific.
Yeah. Demaro's such a fucking edgy cosplayer.
Oh, hell yeah.
I love Hindo's retort too. He's like, have you ever been electrocuted by over 50,000 volts of electricity? It's not pleasant. Every part of your body will be fried to ashes. You will lose your body functions, your brain will go first, and so on to the rest in the state you're in. I wouldn't push your luck.
I would love to hear, Electro Boom, the guy who did who does like the electrician guy on YouTube. He's Iranian, I think.
I recognize the name.
Yeah. He did like the episode, he did like the video where he shaves his Movember mustache.
Okay.
With electricity and shit. I would love to hear it read in his accent.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Speaking of booms, we get one big panel where it just says
sick
boom.
segue.
Yes.
Nice.
And Hindo's like, what the fuck is that? And then a troll comes in. He's like, sir, there's an explosion outside, I think. What do we do? And
what voice was that?
it's this fucking snivelly little Weasley character here.
It fits him so well.
And his name is officially Chip.
Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, it's Chip. That's from the unnamed character poll. We get a bunch of unnamed troll characters that got new names in this chapter here. And so Hindo's like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And then Heimerdinger goes like, Elmer Fudd, get the fuck out of here when you have the chance. And so Elmer Fudd just fucking yeets out of there, skedaddles.
Gotta skedaddle.
He GTFOs, and then Hindo's like, come back, your Fudd, and lightning's after him.
He's blonde now.
Yeah, he gets blonde when he uses his lightning powers.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I just remembered.
Yeah, he has a lot of hair changes, the Hindo.
Oh.
We'll have more in the future. So, Demaro, I guess he just understands this implicitly. He's like, I no longer need to kill Fudd because Coyote's here. That was his explosion. I don't even need to find Coyote. He's going to find me and his end. Come, Coyote, I'm waiting.
Okay. I hate when characters do this. It's like some Sherlock levels of logicking your way to the answer.
And at least Sherlock is justified.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the first episode of Sherlock because that seems, well, sure.
Oh, I'm talking about the books.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no. If you're talking about the show, that's complete fucking nonsense.
Well, I mean, the first show you actually see him just stump himself all the time, but from the first episode, no, just the first episode. That's the only one where he really gets stumped, and then he's like, second episode and so on. You no longer hear the process. You just hear, yeah, figure it out.
Yeah.
And it's fucking cringe.
I mean, the worst are like the season 3 and season 4, where it's just like complete nothing. Just him being like, I'm the genius and I'll figure everything out. So get fucked.
I'm a highly functioning sociopath.
I'm a highly functioning sociopath.
Such a cringe line. Ugh.
And I know it's a terrible show.
Yeah.
Stephen Moffat should have stuck to Doctor Who.
Yeah. Well, apparently the pilot is actually really good.
The pilot is pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
The A Study in Pink?
Yes.
That was good. Yeah, especially before they reshot some scenes for the actual series when it was just the pilot, where it was like its own self-contained story. It's pretty good. But when they made it into a TV show, they reshot some scenes where they were like implying that the villain of the episode was like working for Moriarty the entire time. Makes it kind of cringe and stupid.
Yep.
Yeah, bad. But yeah, I was just gonna say that Demaro. If I was Demaro, I'd be pretty fucking pissed that I had to like kill my brother and lose an arm just for Coyote to find me, Demaro, like 5 minutes fucking later.
Yes. God, that's true.
Yeah. All right, next page. Alright, so we finally cut back to somebody who isn't fucking Demaro.
Finally.
And
okay,
Tom, it's still going on about the
I
fucking
was just
porn.
gonna point that out. I was just gonna point that out.
Yeah. He's I mean, many chapters ago, Tom was watching the porn, and apparently they had to go in the middle of that porn, and so he's still talking about the fucking porn, and then this entire fucking page just devolves into a big fucking like Quentin Tarantino-esque scene where they all start espousing their own opinions on porn. Only it's more like a theatrical version of Tarantino, because it's all like soliloquy-esque. So first of all, Sylvester goes like, I don't get what people's fascination are with watching other people fuck. I mean, I just don't get it. It's really disgusting if you think about it.
Yeah.
After which Tom calls him gay. So and then we get a random cut to Rob saying what? Of course, the classic Rob bit. We get this long line. So first we get Sylvester's point of view here, where he says he's extra straight for not watching porn, as he's seen
this
way
is
less
a fucking
dicks.
Ben Shapiro levels of logicking. How does watching porn make me gay? If anything, you watching porn makes you gay. I mean, me not watching porn and you always watching porn means you see more dicks than me in your life, in your lifetime. And how some porn have threesomes and whatnot. I bet you've seen more dicks than pussies. If anything, I'm straight as fuck because I'm not selling some man's junk while I fuck somebody. I mean, if you actually just study and look at how disgusting porn is, look at all the women on there. I don't know about you, but I find it degrading.
Yeah. So yeah, he says that he's extra straight for not watching porn because he's seen less dicks. Because looking at dicks makes you gay. I guess it's sort of a inadvertently very sussy and gay statement where it's like just the sight of a dick makes you horny. I guess Sylvester, kind of sus in your view there. But then Tom comes back. He says he would watch more woman-on-woman porn, but lesbian stuff is too boring, and dildos are not a suitable replacement for real dicks. And he ends his soliloquy with a philosophical question, saying, "Why are we watching humans fuck anyway?" Implying that Tom, a furry character, is only watching humans fuck, not like furry. He's not watching like Sonic porn or whatever. He's just watching humans.
What the fuck? I mean, there's so much great furry porn.
Yeah, come on, Tom. So that's weird. And then Coyote comes in, and he also races in. He says,
he gives a fucking cinematographer review.
He says he doesn't really watch porn either, but that's only because the camera quality sucks and the girls are ugly. And he also switches up the conversation. He also switches up the conversation by saying by asking the others if they would ever touch a porn star and says their vaginas look like elephant ears. Then he ends by saying that he wouldn't want to be the 400th person somebody fucked, but he's fine by being the 7th or 8th person, and that he likes girls with quote-unquote dignity. Really amazing. I mean, I love this aside because it's clearly just a discussion that Laserbot had with his friends or his brothers or something.
Yes.
And he's like, I mean, I guess it informs the character. The like borderline, like almost preachy tone of like the delivery of this makes it just seems like this is something that Laserbot like thinks about and has talked about with his friends. It's just really funny.
It's amazing.
It's great. You can only get this here in Tails Gets Troll. And so they're like, okay, I can finally hear the trolls coming. And so the trolls run towards them. So we got a couple of characters here. There's a big fat pink troll that says, "Hey noob, you're mad."
Destroyed.
His/her name is Yogurt Tits. Oh, by the way, only the characters with dialogue are named. So all these like characters that we can't even see, there's no names on those.
Well, that's disappointing.
Well, we'll see on the next page that there's like literally hundreds of them. But yeah, Coyote, he goes, "Wait, before you do anything, I have a question," and he fucking stumps them with a weird question that has weird syntax as well. So I'm dinging you on this, Coyote. But he says, "What's unbreakable that can be broken?" It should be like, "What's something unbreakable that can be broken?" Or
Easy.
"What's an unbreakable thing that can be broken?" So kind of
Easy.
what?
A promise.
What's unbreakable that can be broken? I mean, yeah, I suppose so. And so it cuts to like a troll with a big mouth, just saying a bunch of dots. And his name is officially Big Mouth 2017.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like Big Mouth though.
I've never seen it.
Really? So you've just been shitting on it non-stop without having seen it?
Have I been shitting on it that much?
Yes, I remember I was like, I think Big Man's pretty fun, and you were like, oh, fucking sucks. You might have seen a trailer?
Yeah,
I mean,
I've only seen the trailer for it.
Okay, yeah. So you've just been going off on a trailer when you've been shitting on it non-stop to me.
I didn't know I'd shit on it that much, but yeah, yes, that is true.
Okay. To be fair,
I mean, it does look very ugly. It's very unappealing.
it looks ugly. Yes, that's true. But that's just American
I get that
animation
that's
in
the
general.
point. Well, I guess
Yeah.
that's the point, because everybody's supposed to be like a nasty, like pubescent character.
Yes.
I don't know. The concept just doesn't grab me. It seems very funny from the trailers.
Well, sure. I mean, it's very like Family Guy-esque, I guess, where it's also like, well, not very Family Guy-esque. It's just more like it's a hit and miss.
To be fair to Family Guy, like the first season of Family Guy is actually very funny,
Yeah.
and then it sort of loses its steam.
Yeah. Well,
Like
Family Guy is just yeah.
Unlike The Simpsons, where Simpsons got like better and better for like the first like 5 seasons. Family Guy had like one.
7.
I've only seen the first 5, but
Yeah.
yeah, the Family Guy was like the first season is really funny, and then season 2 is like a lot less funny, and then it just gets worse and worse. Didn't even watch past season 2. All right, so Chip as well. He's there. He says, "Wait, how is it unbreakable if it can't be broken?" Everybody's stumped. So let's go to the next page.
I love some of the answers. Duh,
Yeah.
bricks are unbreakable. But this one is even better.
The answer is love.
No, you dumb fuck. Love can easily be broken, you stupid fag stick.
I love that insult. What does that even mean?
Fag stick is so great.
Yeah.
But also in that panel that we read, you see Silver and Blaze hiding out behind the.
Yeah, they're hiding behind the nearby building.
Yeah.
And Silver's using his telekinetic powers. But I just want to say a couple things here. I believe the guy who says the bricks are unbreakable, his name is Cut Off John, because he's cut off.
Yeah.
And also maybe a biblical reference, because John the Baptist, as you remember from reading the Bible, Andre, got his head cut off.
Oh, damn.
So a deep biblical reference, perhaps. And
Based religion, am I right?
I mean, yeah, religion is very important to Tales Gets Trolled. The battle between Satan and Christians is
I just realized.
a central conflict.
Yeah. Fun fact.
Yeah.
Satanists don't believe in Satan.
We talked about this before on the podcast.
Oh, right. Never mind.
Like 2 times. Ding, another on the drinking game. Every time Andre brings up the Satanist fact.
Just anytime Andre brings up something that's been talked about before.
Well, just anytime any of us brings up anything that's been talked about before, I think it'd be good.
Yeah.
I'm sure I do too. So yeah, one of the guys, either the guy who says the answer is love, or no, it's not, you dumb fuck, which we'll see later in the chapter 2. His name is let me see, where did I write it? Oh yes, Nathan Frederick Taylor, aka NFT.
Oh, that's good.
So that's good. Yeah, so Silver, he as you can see from the next panels, he has like 2 cages just floating above them, and then he drops the cages on all the trolls and trapping all the trolls and dismembering one of them. And he says, "Man, you trolls are fucking retarded."
Whoa, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that ableist language, you dumb faggot?
Well, it's okay because you can see that Silver himself is clearly retarded because one of the pupils is like really big and one of them is tiny, so he looks sort of brain damaged.
Yeah.
And Tom is like probing Silver about like troll lore because, you know, as we know, Silver's the one who's done all the research on Facebook and stuff. And he's like, yeah, all the trolls are stupid, but they think they're smart, and that's pretty funny. And it just cuts to Chip being like, "Fuck you, I am smart."
Yeah, you and me both, Chip. I mean,
yeah.
You know, and, I'm kind of a troll, and I'm smart, right?
Exactly. And then
I'm stupid this whole time.
And me and Silver, we're like, haha, you see what I'm talking about? He actually thinks he's smart. It's fucking hilarious, man.
Oh fuck! I feel called up in this comic.
Yeah.
I'm actually stupid.
It's true.
I'm retarded.
Wait, it's all stupid? Always has been. Astronaut meme. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
Continuing on. Coyote says, okay, listen up. Silver, you and Blazed. Called Blazed.
Yeah.
It's great. We'll dispose of trolls out of here and come back in after for backup. Me, Tom, Rob, and Sylvester. Again, no fucking commas. It's the fucking first thing when you learn about commas is that you learn that commas are used when you're listing things. It's literally the number one fucking thing you learn about commas usage. It's the easiest fucking thing when it comes to commas.
You know what the fucking most fucked up part is? That he's still using commas other than to list up shit.
I know, he is using commas, and, you know, most of the usage is correct, but he's using the more difficult way of using a comma, but not the fucking easy one that you learn first, the fucking listing things.
Yeah.
It's this laserbot guy, he's incredulous.
He's insane.
He's freaking deranged.
And he's more successful than I will ever be.
Hell yes. It's another one for the, Andre's self-own. That's the self-own of the episode. We got him.
Alright, roll credits.
Roll credits. Ding.
Fuck CinemaSins.
It's another one for the drinking game. Yep. Dude, if we had a drinking game right now, we would have like 5 in a row, because one of them is like describing something as deranged or crazy, so we have that one. Andre's self-own. CinemaSin call-out. So, you know, you're drunk already just from this, like, this 10-second segment. Alright. So, Rob, he's like, okay, I'm finally gonna rescue my bro Fudd, because ever since Fudd got kidnapped, that's been his one goal in his life is to rescue Fudd. So he's doing it right now.
Oh, yeah.
And it cuts
is
to...
Rob gonna die?
And it cuts to a cave entrance, implying we've left the scene. Well, maybe, perhaps, you don't know. We'll see.
Fuck.
Oh yeah, that was what I was going to point out. Is that it cuts to like the cave entrance, implying okay, we've left the scene. We're going to follow Rob and Coyote now. But then you turn to the next page, and it just cuts back to Silver again. It's like, why did you cut to the fucking the cave entrance?
Come on.
Here, this my favorite scene is when Silver gets the spears and says it's jamming time. Truly a scene of all time. Because Silver gets the spears and he says it's jamming time.
This honestly gives me like it's Morbin time vibes.
Yeah, that was the fucking meme I was going for, Andre. That was a freaking reference.
There's also another one. Andre is clueless to...
Andre's clueless moment.
Yeah.
And fucking Silver and Blaze, they both get spears, and Silver goes for a high spear, but fucking cringe Blaze does not get the reference.
What the fuck? Blaze!
Just goes, what?
No, Silver, how can you love Blaze when she doesn't get the high spear reference?
Blaze doesn't get the high shovel reference, and then Silver beats himself up about it. He's like, yeah, that wasn't very good. I tried to...
No,
I failed
high
trying to
spear
make
would
something
have been
similar.
awesome!
Yes,
High spear would have ruled!
I know. So this is not your fault, Silver. Not this time. This is all Blaze.
Blaze, you cunt.
Gotta high spear your bro sometimes. It's just how it is.
And you see, this is where women are inferior, because they don't high spear. It's
another one for the drinking game. Every time we do a anti-feminist YouTuber bit, it's good.
Ah, fuck! I had to save that fucking Snapchat rant I sent you.
Yeah.
About the gingerbread man.
Oh yeah, that was good. Because the woke leftists are making gingerbread man disabled now, and I'm not fucking standing for it.
So good.
Okay, so this is this is an amazing. I love this. So right after Silver's like, all right, let's just forget about the high spear incident. Then we get an amazing establishing shot where it just cuts to a gray wall. Which after this we learn it's them being inside the troll castle, but then just cut to a fucking establishing shot of the troll castle. Why are you cutting to a grey wall? It tells us fucking nothing.
What the fuck?
It's awesome. And so Rob and Coyote are inside. They got the map of the entire hideout, as we know, because they used Silver's plan to use sensors or something and sonic booms to create a map of the entire hideout, so it worked out. And he says, I love Coyote's line here, he says, "This might take forever to search all 102 rooms in this place." I just double the dissing. You never double the this. It should be, it might take forever to search all the rooms in this place.
Or this might take forever to search all 102 rooms in the place.
You would say this might take forever if we search all the 102 place.
Well,
102 rooms. So good syntax here. And then a discount Hulk Hogan walks out, and we see Sylvester. He pulls out his fucking Reptar from his bag, his bloody bags. He's got his full collection of puppets, and you see that he's got a full fucking bird collection.
He's got Foghorn Leghorn.
He's got Foghorn Leghorn.
Oh, it's the fucking chicken from Family Guy.
The chicken from Family Guy.
Big Bird.
Got Big Bird.
And the Madagascar penguins.
Yeah. And Tweety Bird.
Well, the penguins are unbeatable, so...
Yeah, the penguins are pretty strong. But so is Foghorn Leghorn. Has he ever been beaten?
Ooh, good question.
And we know that the Family Guy chicken is very strong.
Yeah. I say, you got a pretty strong team over there. I say.
I say. The Confederate was better than the others.
I say. Black. Nope. No. That would not have been a good joke.
I mean, I liked it as it was. I say, black. That's a good joke. I just want to say, talking about Family Guy again, the first time they did the chicken bit was so fucking funny, and then every single time they did it after, it was completely unfunny and just boring and terrible. They did an entire episode where it's just like 20 minutes of just Peter Griffin and the chicken fighting, and but it was like the 7th time or something they'd done it. And I mean, conceptually it is funny to use your entire animation budget just for one big fight scene.
Yeah,
so that the rest of the season looks like complete crap. So that is funny conceptually, but it doesn't make it for a good show.
No. I think they actually put a pin in that because the chicken now died of cancer.
Yeah, I saw that. He like died of cancer, and there was like a dramatic episode about saving him or something.
Yeah, no, but I think, and then finally when they met in hospital for the last time, they had like that. They stared at each other.
Yeah.
Like they were gonna fight, and then, all right, well, I guess we're seeing you.
Hilarious.
Which is like, okay, finally.
Yeah, Family Guy sucks, but that's nothing new. It's a very original opinion, I know. All right, let's go to the next page.
Yeah.
Right.
Fucking
so
Tom, you sicko.
Yeah, so then Tom pulls out his team, and
which
we
are
see
all dogs.
They're mostly dogs.
Except for the old lady, but she owns one of the dogs.
And Jerry, of course.
Oh yeah, Jerry, yes.
Yeah, so the team of mostly dog, it's Hector the Bulldog from
Looney
Tunes.
Yes.
Who's the guy who chases Sylvester.
Yeah.
And the Sylvester... then there's Spike and Tyke from Tom and Jerry.
Oh, fuck, you killed Tyke, you sick bastard.
Yeah, he killed the fucking baby.
Then it's Jerry.
Baby boy. And then it's Jerry. Then you have Spike and Chester from Looney Tunes.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you have the granny from Sylvester.
And Tom's great line.
Yeah.
Hey Sylvester, this old lady is on release. If I wanted to, she could blow me.
Ha 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 ha. And then Sylvester reveals the only reason you killed her was because she was my owner, and you knew that it would get on my nerves. So you're a dick. Not a very smart dick, but a dick. I mean, that's an extreme dick move. You kill somebody just to get on their nerves. I mean, that's like psychopathic.
I'm not saying I get it, but let's just
but you can
consider.
Relate.
Yeah,
that's true.
Let's just consider that maybe Sylvester was kind of being a knob.
It's true. Yeah, I love that as a prank. It's like, lol, I killed your like parent and are using them as a sex doll.
Bro.
You just got pranked. Yeah, that's good.
And fuck it,
so,
good shot of Rob. He looks swole as fuck.
Yeah, Rob, he's a jacked guy, and he uses his Dragonborn powers to detect all the auras of the troll by using Aura Whisper.
Oh, dude, I just realized that Skyrim came out in 2011.
Yeah.
So that's why the Dragonborn references are so heavy. Because that was when Skyrim was in the zeitgeist.
Absolutely, yeah. This is like in 2012, I believe.
Yeah. So Skyrim was all the rage.
Absolutely.
Somehow, Skyrim is still not dated.
I mean, no. It just keeps getting re-released all the time. And it had like DLCs all the way to like 2015 or something.
Yeah.
2016. That's when the final DLC came out. So
yeah,
it kept itself in the conversation of games. But I think people are extremely tired of Skyrim now. They're like, Todd, make fucking Elder Scrolls 6 already.
Yeah, but no, Todd is just like, you guys want a Morrowind remake? I think people want a Morrowind remake though.
Yeah, no, he's like, you guys want more Fallout 76 content? No. Did I hear yes? All right.
Yeah, but he uses Aura Whisper, and he just sees fucking red auras of people through the walls and shit.
Yeah, and he says there were some trolls in a few of these rooms. Over there's about 30 of them. Not too far from this area, there is a room that is farther, as in mother and father, away, with only like a couple of people in it. And so he thinks that's where Elmer Fudd is. And he says that it's their best route to go, as in a root vegetable. Best route to go. And this is where Coyote does some Rob psychoanalysis, and he realizes, oh shit, Rob is actually smarter than he lets on, and he's only pretending to be sort of stupid. So and everybody believes he's kind of dumb. So Coyote's like, this Rob is interesting. So that's good. And then it cuts to a classic conversation.
I like this line. There's more to it than people think. I think there's a lot more.
Yeah.
I love
the classic. That's the classic.
I love the looping sentences.
Yeah, I get the feeling that Laserby really writes this as like a stream of sort of thing.
Absolutely.
So he just goes like, just writes it in one long breath and doesn't even think over the lines. Just fucking.
But also,
yeah,
there's more than people think. I think there's a lot more. Like, if you say it out loud, it sounds better. It's just some things don't look good written.
Well, it would make sense if you would go back to punctuating in sentences, but Laserbot has completely forgotten what a punctuation is. The only thing he ever knows now is a question mark and a fucking comma.
Yeah.
As you notice, every single fucking speech bubble is just non-stop commas. Even when it's the end of the speech bubble, it either ends with nothing or it ends with a fucking comma. It's like, just end it with a punctuation.
Laserbot, you want to defend yourself? You want to come on a podcast?
Well, Laserbot has improved now. His writing is pretty impeccable nowadays, but he has multiple writers now.
Well, still, you want to come on a podcast? Maybe shed some light on your genius?
Yeah, I mean, I would like to talk to Laserbot.
Yeah, me too. Take a shot every time we simp for Laserbot.
Yeah. I mean, a shot every time? Jeez, that's it's pretty rough. I would say one sip for that, because we do it a lot. We always be simping.
Yeah.
All right, so then it cuts to...
while Laserbot be pimping.
Then it cuts to a weird shot of Tom. His face is like white mouth area is like a crescent moon shape. It's really bizarre looking.
Yep.
And he's doing the rock eyebrow. Blind boom sound effect. And he says, "Hey, I just notice something." No ed, just notice something. "That is really disturbing. I don't know if anyone else noticed it yet, but Rob has no ears or neck. Maybe he should go to the hospital. I'm concerned that shit ain't natural, man." And then Sylvester just goes, "Are you fucking joking? You just notice that?" Again, no noticed. "That really? Really? I noticed the first time we saw him. I guess you were more focusing on his junk like them pornos you watch. I'm sorry. If this isn't a joke of yours, then OMG, you really need to focus, man." So,
well,
yeah.
I think we can all agree that Sylvester is deep in the closet.
Yes, I think so. I think that is a proper analysis here. Okay, next page.
Next page.
Okay, this cuts to one of my favorite scenes here. Also, no meanwhile, which so we know that time has passed. There's no this is not happening concurrently. Time is passing right now. And so it just cut to Silver and Blaze. They're just like outside with all the cage trolls, and they're just like stabbing spears at them, just killing them endlessly. And they're like, "Man, this is really boring with all these like annoying screams, damn it." And then poor NFT gets killed as he screams, "Oh, help me!" So rip True Grey One.
Well, kind of psychopathic Silver. I mean, how can he be bored killing people? That would be the most excitement I've ever gotten.
Well, he's already used to it. He's already killed like 300, and he's got like 600 left. So he's like, "Okay, come on."
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
This is boring. And then it's a genuinely sweet and kind of funny, intentionally scene where he goes like, "Okay, wait, I'm alone here with Blaze. Let me try to make this romantic in some sort of way." I mean, this is sort of a weird sort of the thing we're doing right now, but whatever. I should try to say something clever and romantic to get me some points. The reaction I want is, "Oh, that's sweet, thank you. Maybe a little making out time? That would be sweet." And he just hits her with the gun fingers and say, "Hey, Blaze, how's the weather?" And Blaze goes like, "What? Why did you ask me of the weather even though we're outside in the same place?" And he goes like, "Oh, fuck. Okay, never mind." It's just a great cut to that too. And then cut right back to what Tom and Sylvester and Robin Coyote. Just love that scene. Great stuff.
Yeah.
And then Sylvester does a period joke at Tom's expense.
Iconic.
Iconic period joke.
Wait a minute, if you're so superior to us, then why do you bleed once a month?
I don't even know what that's implying.
Me neither.
But hell yeah, brother.
Yes.
So yeah, Tom gets mad. He says, "Man, fuck you, asshole. You suck dick," which is probably true.
Which is definitely true.
Yeah, and then
Hey,
Coyote
gay
says,
people, if you're equal to us, then why is being gay bad?
"What? What?" You're giving me aneurysms on that. You're giving me aneurysms. You're gonna short out my brain one of these days.
That's the point.
That's what the point of the podcast.
I'm having fun. Woo, I'm
Yeah,
crying
good
right
times.
now.
Alright, so Coyote goes like, "Okay, guys, focus. Me and Rob, we're gonna go ahead. You two, Sylvester and Tom, you kill all the trolls." And cuts to heroic Rob saying, "I promise to get Fudd back, and that's what I'm going to do. I don't break my promises."
Hell
and then
yeah.
Coyote says, "Me neither. I don't think he promised anything to anybody, but either way, he says, 'Now let's fuck shit up.'" And, yeah.
Oh! Dun dun! Wow! Dun dun! Meow!
Meow. Has there ever been a metal band where they have just like a cat as a vocalist? That would be epic.
Okay, I'm gonna start that. I'm gonna get my cat in on the recording sessions.
Yeah, so I know there's metal bands that use like actual pig squeals and stuff in their music, or like dogs, or I mean dogs are using a lot of music.
I mean, I think DMX used dogs in his music, so you know.
Even like Beach Boys uses dogs in their music.
Yeah.
All right, got the next page. All right,
And,
so we cut to 3 new trolls here, and I'll give you the names, and I'll have you try to pronounce one of them. So the guy who looks like kind of a retarded to Quicksilver, his name is XX_ShadowGamerXX. The guy with the top hats, his name is Ebenezer D's Nuts.
Oh, that's fucking beautiful.
and the guy with like a gold outfit and like a weird gold helmet, his name is, and bear with me here, Orompolis Terani Cum Dumporis Talinoco Poliosis.
One more time.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you.
Yes.
I'll read it again. Orompolis Terani Cum Dumporis Talinoco Poliosis.
Oh shit! Fuck.
You try and say it, Andre.
Oh, that was not bad. Oron polysteronic cum dump. Wait. Oron polysteronic cum dump. Poristallanocopoliosis.
Yeah. So that iconic character. So yeah, three great names chosen by the community here. So shout out.
What the fuck was the first one? XX underscore
XX Shadow Gamer underscore XX. Ebenezer D's Nuts and Orompolis Terani Condumporos Talinocopoliosis.
Oh fuck me!
Yeah.
That was, oh my god! I was not mentally prepared for that shit.
Yeah.
I was not emotionally prepared.
It's a shame that these characters with such great names get immediately fucking murderized by Big Bird and Spike the Dog.
I was a different man before knowing these names, and now I am changed forever.
That's true. Yeah, I love this page. This is pure like schizo page shit. So we cut the Shadow Gamer, and he says, and I was like, "You noob," and he was like, "Fuck you," and I was like, "Noob," and Ebenezer D's Nuts is like, "That's sweet." And then Condoperolis talioki poliosis, he goes like, ha ha ha, the same happened to me. And then it just cuts to fucking Spike, the dog from Spike from Tom and Jerry. Coming in and just cum dumpster porol talinoco poliosis. And Shadow Gamer says his iconic line, "Oh shitty balls."
I imagine he just goes, "Oh shitty balls."
Then yet again, it's asserted that the trolls are gay because Ebenezer D's nuts is saying, "I'm so scared, hold my hand," and holding hand with the boy, kind of gay, bro.
Yeah, right as fucking Big Bird just saunters up from behind, and Big Bird is just terrifying in general.
That's true. Big Bird's kind of scary looking.
Yeah. Somehow, even scary lookinger in this.
Yeah.
As he fucking grabs a hold of Shadow Gamer. And then we get an epic meanwhile. And Trollface is fucking, hey, I'm in the person's chapter. And then meanwhile, back to what we was just doing. Which is fucking Laserbot trolling the audience for no fucking discernible reason. I cannot stress how fucking base this is.
I mean, Tales Gets Trolled is like a completely like schizophrenic comic, and this is like peak schizo, where it's like there's literally no reason, no meaning to this. You had 3 panels completely wasted, but just being meanwhile cut to Trollface being like, "Hey, I'm in this chapter now." Cut back to what they were doing. It's yeah, it takes the mind of a madman to come up with this shit.
Yeah, Laserbot, never taking medication. I'm sorry.
Never go to therapy. Never get medicated. Don't ever do it.
Traumatize yourself a little bit.
It's like David Lynch. He started going to therapy, and he like asked him like, okay, if I keep going to therapy and I get medication, will this have an impact on my creativity? And the therapist was like, well, yeah, it could possibly. And then he stopped doing it, and he never took any medication ever again. So
based.
Yeah. He's damaging his own mental health just to create fucked up movies. And we love him for it.
And that's what we want from our creators.
Fuck yes.
Nigga Higa, fuck your mental health, come back to YouTube.
Yeah, come on, make How to Be a Ninja 2.
He did.
Oh, How to Be a Samurai.
He didn't make it 2, but he remade it.
Oh, okay. I'll make a sequel.
Yeah.
I'm sure ninjas do more things than just those. Come on.
No, he's retired a character because Sean isn't part of the Nigga Higa crew anymore.
Well, get Sean back.
Well, he wants to focus on engineering. I think he has his own company and shit now.
Fuck engineering. What's more important than How to Be a Ninja on freaking YouTube?
How to be gangsta on freaking YouTube.
Hell yeah. Alright, so... So Sylvester and Tom, they're just killing trolls. Tom goes, that fucking old man, but my puppets are still better though. And Sylvester just says, sure they are. And
Tom and Sylvester are gonna have a gay romance, I'm calling it.
Yeah. I mean, they kind of already are, let's be fair. Let's be honest here. But yeah, Sylvester says, sure they are. And then he does an emoji in chat, so he literally says, __.
I love it. Laserbot, you mad genius, you've done it again.
Done it again. Do it every single time.
He has accomplished the greatest feat again.
Alright, next page.
Woohoo! Woohoo!
Alright, so Rob and Coyote, they go into the basement where the epic fight between Demaro and Garry happened. And upon seeing Gary's corpse, Rob goes, who is that? What did that to this person? He looks familiar. He looks similar to one of the trolls by his hair. It's very bizarre. sequence of sentences there. But give it to Rob.
Oh yeah.
And Coyote's like, looks like there was a battle here, and this troll was killed by something. But there's no way he could have been cut by a weapon. This wasn't done by a weapon.
Yeah, no shit.
Then Rob just goes like, well, there's no sign of Elmer Fudd in here, so let's hurry. And then just cuts to fucking Demaro's just been standing in the same room the entire time, being like, Coyote's getting closer. I can hear his footsteps.
No, what I love even more is that he is laughing. So he's just been Okay, this sort of has me thinking about, the villains hanging out with their henchmen and shit, and they're just laughing maniacally.
Yeah.
I just want a cut of, like, the Emperor just while the fucking stormtroopers just look nervously like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, it would be good to see, like, what is the Emperor doing in the spare time?
Yeah,
because he has like his big like throne room and shit. Is he just sitting there and like laughing to himself?
Yeah, because that's all I know about the Emperor, is that he sits at a throne.
Yeah, and laughs.
At least Chief Palpatine, or when he was Chief Palpatine or whatever, he was like, hey, I'm gonna fucking bang this chick in the opera box.
I'm gonna do some freaking science shit. I'm gonna do some politicking. This is how democracy ends, with roaring applause. Yeah,
to thunderous applause. No, that was Natalie Portman.
I know that. Whenever I remember the prequels, I remember that line, and it makes me cringe all over again. It's so self-important, and I love it. It makes me laugh every time I watch the movie. And Natalie Portman's so bad in that movie too. It's unbelievable.
Well, that's George Lucas for you.
Yeah, but if you watch his first couple of movies, all the acting's really good. I don't know what I have to. Just forgot how to direct actors, I suppose.
Well, apparently he was surrounded by people that just told him, no, this is a bad decision, when he made the original trilogy, and then he just gets surrounded by yes men later on.
Well, yeah, that is true for the prequels, but
yeah,
I'm just talking about his directing style. It's like almost every single actor in the prequel movies are just horrible actors. And it's not the case for when you watch the first Star Wars movies, or when you watch like American Graffiti or THX. Like, the performances are great in those. So George just lost his ability to direct actors, and even Natalie Portman, who's an amazing actress, even since she was like a child. She was in Leon the Professional as a 12-year-old, and she was amazing in that. And,
I fucking love that movie. Yeah,
and after that she went on to be in shit like Black Swan, and she's given amazing performances. So there you go. At least Hayden Christensen was never good. Still not very good. It's always fun to see him in movies. He's a charming fellow.
Yeah.
All right. So Demaro has an edgy rant here where he says some funny stuff. He says, all the people that get in my way will die. Coyote, full stop. Seeing their corpses and their families cry. With the over there. Coyote, you will be my master kill. Your death will created my legacy, my legend. Come here. So that's good. I love your death will created my legacy. Classic line. Now here Laserbot does one of those classic sins, because he gets into tense changing.
Look, listen here, you goddamn Nick.
Wow, Andre, I can't believe he said all those terrible things that he has to cut out.
Jesus. Okay, look. All I'm saying is that if black people want the same rights... Okay, all I'm saying is if those will get their fucking money in time in the...
I was just talking about fucking English tense changes, and you go into this long racist rant. Let me just talk about my fucking tense shifts, bro.
Forget about it.
All right, well...
Hey, I'm racist here!
Well, before your racist rant, I was talking about Demaro's line here that I loved, where he says, "Your death will created my legacy," where he mixes both future and past in one sentence, which in English, tense shifts is a big no-no, which reminded me, as you were doing your racist rant, and I was thinking about this, it reminded me, and remember in English class when our teacher said that nobody was allowed to do tense shifts except me and a girl? Remember that?
I think.
Yeah, it was me and her.
Yeah,
we were the only one allowed. Wow, you actually remember that? Why?
I don't know, because I felt it was unfair towards the rest of us that wanted to be experimental with shit. I mean, she was very clearly playing favorites, though. But
well, yeah, because we were the best students. Polishes my own nails. Yeah. I assume she just got frustrated by everybody saying shit like, "Your death will created my legacy." And was like, alright, just don't change shifts within one sentence. Only if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, she was being helpful in her own way. Don't demonize teachers, Andre.
I'm just saying she was playing favorites, and also she was limiting people by not just teaching us what 10 shifts were.
Well, she didn't do that because we hadn't learned it yet, technically.
Sure, but then you could just teach us 10 shifts instead of fucking,
Yeah, but you know how teaching is. The plan is pretty rigid when it comes to when you should teach things, when, and so on.
Sure.
You've studied pedagogy.
Yeah, I studied fucking pedagogy.
Pedagogy?
Yeah, I studied...
Simbro.
No.
Pedagogy boys. Pedagogy boys.
I don't know what the fucking word for it is in English, but I don't think it's pedagogy.
It is pedagogy, but I don't know. I think it's pedagogy
What?
is the proper pronunciation.
It sounds like such a fucking...
Well,
it sounds like
Latin.
a made-up word. Okay,
Latin.
fair enough.
So,
It sounds like a made-up word. Not that not all words are made up.
All words are made up, but...
Yeah. I kind of walked into that one. I had to just say cover my ass. But next page, Rob is fucking...
Naruto running.
Yep.
Through the basement, and we're just cutting back to Demaro being like, "When I have the chance, I'm gonna grab Coyote's neck and crush the life out of him." And I just love this line from Heimerdinger. He goes like, "You're fucked in the head, right? You know that, right?" And fucking Demaro goes into this like edgy rant. Please, Andre, regale us with the edgy rant.
Fuck. Okay, I'm just gonna warm up my voice a little bit.
Yeah.
Someone like you who can't see the truth would think someone like me crazy. Go fear me. You fear the truth I speak of the depths of darkness. You see the world. Give us a false illusion of happiness and safety, but the truth is Satan controls the world. The world is in its grasp. He will only reward the people like me that see the world in its true form.
I'm sure that looks great in your fucking waveforms.
Nope.
Well, we're gonna have to compress you this episode, Andre. We're gonna put a compressor on your entire fucking audio track.
I'm sorry.
So get fucked.
Alright.
It's fine. Compressor makes it sound better usually.
Okay, cool.
It makes most voices sound better.
Yeah.
And then fucking Heimerdinger just goes like, "This Coyote you speak of, I hope he fucking murders you." Just goes real hard on him. I have a feeling he's going to. You know what? I think he is. No, he will murder you. And then Demaro just goes fucking ham. He goes, "No, he won't. He's not a fucking prodigy."
Okay, look.
None of you
I
are
can put
worthy
more
of
feel
Satan's
into this than you can. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
No, he won't! He's not a fucking prodigy! None of you are worthy of Satan's gifts! I was the only one who was fucking worthy! I'm the only one who should have this power! The rest of you are worthy little fucks! Coyote isn't anything! He's not a prodigy! And I will not see my end by Coyote! I promise you that, Kellic!
And Heimerdinger's like, "My name's not Helic, who the hell's that?" I just love this like maximum fucking copium rant from Demaro, where it's like, "No, he's not a fucking prodigy." Whereas because he remembered that one time where Kellic was like, "Lol, Coyote's a prodigy. He's really good at this shit," and he never forgot it, and he ruined his fucking life. And he's been angry for that for fucking years.
He's been huffing copium for years, dude.
Yeah, he is. He's like, "Oh, you're all fucking unworthy. I'm the only one who can't have the power. Oh, fuck you. Oh." And Heimerdinger just goes like, "Okay, this guy's fucking messed in the head. I'm not gonna push him anymore, and I'm not gonna say anything." And
good idea.
yeah. And then it cuts to Rob, and he says, "Don't worry, Elmer Fudd. We're here." And then ... He's not here. It's really awkward to put all that in like one panel in one bubble. It should have been easy, or it should have been 2 panels. But I guess you couldn't have Demaro's face at the end there. But sometimes Laserbot, you got to plan out your panels, which I'm sure he most definitely does not.
And that's why we love him.
Absolutely. Yeah. No sketches on this boy. It's just straight to line art.
Hell yeah, boy.
And Coyote's like, "Okay, Rob, we're getting closer." We see Bugs and Daffy. They know that those are the puppets of Elmer Fudd. So they go, "Okay, we're here." And then we finally get the fateful meeting between Coyote and Demaro. Next page. And then,
by the way, can I just point out the font change?
Where? On the previous page?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. After Demaro starts his edgy rant, he goes to like Times New Roman. Before that, it was like a
Calibri
or Arial, I would guess, maybe.
Yeah, Arial. Yeah, it's Arial. But it stays Times New Roman now.
It stays Times New Roman to the end of this chapter. So yeah.
And then we go Comic Sans.
Coyote or Demaro just goes like, "Coyote, I've been waiting for this moment for some time." And then fucking Coyote doesn't even fucking remember him. He goes like, "He looks familiar, but I don't recognize him." It gives me real like, have you ever seen Street Fighter the movie?
No.
Oh really? We used to watch that movie all the time. We used to have screenings of it. Well, M. Bison in that movie is fucking hilarious. And one of his like famous classic lines.
I know that line.
Yeah,
the day I destroyed your village was the worst day in your life. To me, it was Tuesday.
Yeah, it was like, "For you, the day Bison graced your village was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was Tuesday." It's fucking awesome. Yeah, it gives me real that energy. The day Coyote was the prodigy of being a neutral was the most important day of your life. But for me, it was a day I was hungover after drinking with my friends.
Hell yeah.
And so yeah, Fed goes like, "Okay, I'm gonna fight this bro." And Demaro's like, "Oh, you're gonna need all the help you can get," because he sends Rob off, and there's a hilarious framer where he says, "Rob, good luck, man," and he gives him a thumbs up, but the thumbs up is like the size of his fucking head. He's got like a skinny wrist and like a massive hand doing a thumbs up.
Well, I mean, drawing hands, another reason it's so hard is because hands are about the size of your head.
Oh,
when fully stretched out, they're almost the size of your head.
Oh sure, but this is the fist is the size of his head.
Yeah, but usually what people have problem with when drawing hands is that they make them way too small or way too big. It's super hard to find that sweet spot, especially because even if you match it to their heads, it looks fucking wrong.
It's true. Usually, Elizabeth is pretty good about the hands, as we've discussed many times. But
did Coyote always have only 3 fingers?
I think all Looney Tunes characters only have 3 fingers. Or 4 fingers.
No, I just flipped back on one page, and he has 4 in another panel.
You mean 5?
Yeah, 5. Well, I mean, I don't count the thumbs and fingers. There are other digits. I'm being pretentious about this shit. I just want to check back a little bit, see if it's consistent all the way.
If you check the neutrals, the flashback, Fred's choice, when he gets the neutrals power, it's probably when you'll see his. There's the shot of all their hands. Coyote only has 4. It's consistent.
Okay. So it was just one inconsistent when he holds the bag on page Yeah, on page 149, he has 5 fingers. So that's just inconsistent. Yeah.
Let me see. It's important research here. Oh yeah, you're right. He does have 5. Look at that. Yeah, that's the inconsistency, because usually he has 4.
Yeah.
Wow. We're getting to the bottom of this, and you don't think fucking Tailskits podcast is getting to the bottom of the important fucking issues? You're fucking wrong.
We are sleuthing this shit.
We're literally fucking sleuths.
Yeah.
We get money to figure out people's fucking backgrounds.
No, we don't.
Shut up, Andre. I'm trying to be a cool sleuth.
We get money to prove that your husband is cheating on you.
Yes, exactly.
And he is. I fucked him.
Hell yeah. Based.
It was not consensual.
You know who you are? You're the wizard of loneliness. You're the wizard of fucking loneliness. You ever seen that? Nathan Fielder?
Nope.
It's
Okay.
a show where a guy talks to a real private eye, and he calls him the wizard of loneliness. It's epic. Anyway, so yeah, the Demaro is really horny about killing Coyote, and then we get the best exposition where Coyote just explains what I did in the last episode, where okay, Demaro is pure evil, so there's no struggle of good and evil inside him, making it so that he can use the neutral powers without being emotionally neutral. And he just goes like, yes, looking at you, I can tell that you're one of those I've heard about, where, you know, you're just pure evil. Which is, it's not the laziest form of exposition. I would say it's a step under the, as you all know, explaining something to people who already know something. That's like by far the worst exposition. This is like a step under, where it's clear that...
Is there any way to make as you all know organic? There isn't.
No.
I think the only way would be in a classroom setting, where it's like, well, as you all know, such and such principle exists, but there's exception to such and such principle. And even that is lazy.
Yeah, that's true.
It is horrible.
It's still pretty lazy. But this is also pretty bad, though, where it's clearly just written... Okay, so, I mean, it's very clear from reading this that it's just written by Laserbot as a direct response to criticism, where people are going like, wait, Demaro's being angry all the fucking time. Why isn't his lifespan being shortened?
Yeah.
And why isn't he losing his powers and stuff? And then Laserbot's like, all right, I'll show you. Coyote, he sees him and he goes, okay, yes, I can see here, and I've heard something, sometimes, and looking at you, I can discern this instantly, automatically, by just one look at your fucking face, and being like, yeah, you're pure evil. So
go suck a dick, Sherlock.
Yeah, right. But yeah, when I was thinking about the as you all know, it reminded me of Avatar, because I watched Avatar too, but I also rewatched the first Avatar, where
they got scene, as you all know.
There's a scene where fucking what's her face, the she plays Ripley,
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver. She's like a scientist in the first Avatar movie, and one of the military guys goes to her, as you know, what we're here to do on Pandora is to get unobtainium. And it's like, bro, she's a fucking scientist. Obviously, she fucking knows this. Why would you explain it to her? And also, not to do a tangent within a tangent, I think we're already 3 tangents deep. But did you
Let's go deeper!
Did you know, Andre, that unobtainium is a real scientific term?
Is it?
It is. I was like, because everybody always shits on Avatar for unobtainium, because it's a really stupid name for the mineral they're trying to find. But it's But it's an actual real scientific term for something that is difficult to find. They use it in engineering all the time, apparently. So they used it properly.
So people are just shitting on scientists.
Yeah, people are just... I mean, and to be fair, justifiably so, unobtainium is still a stupid fucking name. But,
absolutely.
Shit on scientists, don't shit on fucking James Cameron for writing it. He didn't come up with that shit. He just used an actual scientific term.
Damn.
So that's really funny. I learned that a week ago. I had no idea.
That's fucking cool. Interesting.
Yeah, it's funny. All right. So yeah, they're like, okay, we're gonna. Demaro's like, I thought about this moment over and over again in my mind, thinking what I would say to you, what I would do to you. The agony you soon go through will be so perfect. If you can read my mind right now, you would run right now from what I'm thinking. And then Coyote just goes like, yeah, this guy's highly obsessed with me, and he's very unstable as well. And he thinks like, oh, in this mental state, he might actually be easier to take over since he's so fucking, or to beat. Since he's so fucking crazy.
Yeah, obviously.
And then we cut to a meanwhile, which is an actual fucking meanwhile for once, and not like time has passed, but whatever. We're just gonna write meanwhile anyway. This is a real ass meanwhile. It's happening at the same time. Concurrent events.
Oh god, I arrived.
You got there finally.
Oh, I got off so hard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby. I got off 5 times.
And it cuts to Rob, and he's just running around the troll headquarters, just screaming, "Fudd, it's me, Rob. Come out. I'm here." So let's
well, you wouldn't be able to hear him anyway, so you know.
Exactly. That's what he points out.
Does he just keep forgetting?
No, that's what he points out on the next page. Is like, this is the downside of having no ears. I can't hear if Elmer's screaming for help or not. I mean, I have no clue if he's screaming towards me. So damn it, having no ears kind of blows. So Rob lamenting his lack of ears, and then he's like, "Oh shit, I see somebody up ahead," as in 2 words, ahead, not ahead. Wait, that's the electric troll from before, and he sees Hindo, and we get a big gray flashback to when Hindo kidnapped Rob and took him through the electrical lines, or kidnapped Fudd, I mean, and took him through the electrical lines, and Rob was like, fuck, I gotta save my boy Fudd. And then we get like a big epic fucking versus screen, Rob versus Hindo.
Oh no, we're gonna get 2 more OCs fighting?
Yes. And Rob says, I'm going to make you pay for last time we met. And Hindo says, you're going to regret starting this battle. And that's finally an epic fucking cliffhanger to end the chapter on. Next chapter, we know this fight is going to happen. So, epic cliffhanger. We love Rob. We love, or we don't know much about Hindo either, but he has cool powers.
Dude, have you read the afterword for this one? Did we read it? No?
No.
It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah.
Most plants need water in order to grow. We're the plants, and the water is a struggle. Let it rain. You'll be stronger when it's over. There have been many moments where computers containing our work ran into problems, and we ended up losing our data/progress. Some situations where the computer breaks completely, and it sucks to lose progress.
You know these guys are American, right?
We've lost entire stories and had to redraw entire pages of TGT. It can be demotivating to start again, but with that being said, I am grateful that those things never made us give up. As an artist, I have to be willing to redo things and start over if you have to, because there will be times when you have no choice but to retry or forfeit. And honestly, most times when I remade something, it ended up better than the first time, because at that point I was diving in with the experience at the first.
Well, here we go. From Laserbot and his brother Shimshomo.
Yeah. That was kind of beautiful, actually.
Great word. And then on the next page it says, did you know that American comics are read from left to right? I thought that was interesting. Because, you know, if you open a manga, it always goes like, no, manga is read, you know, right to left.
Yeah, that's right.
So you got to flip the book. So an inversion of that classic. I just want to say that the fucking battle between Hindo and Rob is so fucking epic. It's by far the longest running battle.
Oh,
it is fucking still going on.
What?
We just entered like chapter 27, and I thought it ended like a couple chapters ago, but it just got like a second wind like a couple of chapters ago, or one chapter ago.
Right, so okay.
Find it still fucking going on.
Yeah, but this sounds like it's doing like Thrag versus Battle Beast and Invincible, where it just goes on in the background and you just cut back to it every now and then. Yeah,
I believe the next chapter is mostly just this fight, but yeah, it does. Well, as we've discussed, there is the party arc where we sort of leave everything having to do with the trolls. We just focus on Tails and the defenders getting high in a house for like 5 chapters. But after we get back, it's mostly action. But yeah, the next chapter, this is one of my favorites. It's where Laserbar really takes like long asides to to focus on some of the criticism he gets, and it's really fucking funny.
Nice.
So, next chapter is a great one. And so is this. Every chapter of Tails Gets Trolled is a gift. That is why it's called The Present. That made no sense, but I'm gonna run with it anyway.
I thought that was interesting. How do we end this episode?
I don't know. Do you have any ideas? Yeah, you can make like Mary Poppins songs about it. Oron Polis Terrorani Kundambari Talinoki Poliosis.
That's it.
There you go.
Alright, how about just in remembrance of Volume 2 and us going back digital, how about just one last rap for the road?
Well, I'm Demaro, and I'm here to say I'm gonna kill you cause you're gay. I'm doing hate crimes every day. I'm not gay! I'm not gay!
That's a fucking golden
Tails get strong. Tails get strong. Tails get strong. Tails get strong.